Hello peoples, this is episode 2 of Marcel's Improvisation Club. We're going to open with a game called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Advice. So we'll be like the three gurus on top of the hill and people will come and ask us questions. Here we go. That's okay, my child.
Bloopers.
Ask any question. There are no bloopers in improv.
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend, huh?
You're rather young to be having a boyfriend.
Is my advice to have a boyfriend with 8?
Wait, you didn't even
Let's
let
let
me
her
ask the
speak.
question. Go ahead.
My boyfriend walked into the store and I saw him. The first letter is an N.
So you don't know, you
So-
can't remember his
You
name.
don't know what to do?
So, alright, so
What
you're...
do I do?
So what's your question again? Can you restate that for us?
My boyfriend walked into the store. What do I do? His name, the first name starts with an N.
So you don't remember your boyfriend's name?
Alright, the best way to deal with this, what you need to do is you need to find a question that will allude to him saying his name. Like, introduce him to someone. But don't say his name. Be like, this is my boyfriend. And then wait for him to say his name. And that's how you can figure out his name.
Just keep calling him Aunt Henny.
Well, what you could do is arrange for an unfortunate accident, and then you can just read it off the tombstone. And next rotation.
Okay, so I really want to go to Las Vegas, and my parents won't let me. What do I do?
You. Go to
You gotta be the good advice.
You gotta get good advice. Something good.
I forgot.
That was helpful.
Best advice. Shall we move on? Well, you see, your parents aren't really necessary. What? Ignore
Yes,
them.
question
Don't do
mark.
what they say. Just go to Las Vegas without telling them, and then get into car accident, but not really, and then, well, it'll solve itself from there.
Your parents are totally negative, and you should eliminate every negative source in your life. So take a nuclear bomb and kill your town.
Go and kneel in front of the ancient wisdoms.
I've been having impure thoughts of giraffes. I need to know whether I should act on them or not.
Well, what you need to do is stop thinking what you're thinking. And go find something to get your mind off the giraffes.
Go and in your room and slam your door and hit the wall.
Alright, so here's what you need to do. There's only one way to solve this. You must act on your thoughts. Do what you want to the giraffes, and then afterwards cut them into really tiny pieces and feed them to your best friend. And that's how you...
You're horrible.
You're
the
ugly.
ugly advice.
Alright.
Get really bad advice.
Oh, great wisdoms. I want to get a job, but I need experience to get that job. And yet, I can't have experience without already having a job. But I can't get jobs since I don't have experience. And on and on. What do I do?
Apply for an internship.
Well, here's what you do. You go find a mafia and you ask them to start involving you in their organized crime, and that'll get you all the experience you need.
You can go somewhere and not do that, but you go somewhere and you hit or you swim into a car.
So let me get this straight. You say internship, you say mafia, and you say car accident.
I will take it.
So you're gonna do the question
Come
again?
forth, my child.
So it's okay. I'm having a crush on a guy and I want to date him, but I don't know how to ask him. So what do I do?
Okay, so you have a crush on a guy and you don't know how to ask him to go on a date.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suggest you just be honest about it. You just go up and say, hey, I like you, we should go out sometime. But first you should introduce yourself.
Chloroform.
Here's what you do. You tie him up. And you knock him out before you tie him up. And then you put him in the trunk of your car and drive away.
I don't have a car.
You drag him behind you then.
So in my family, the business is we kill people. We're from the mafia, obviously. But how am I supposed to hide a body when no one has taught me? Where do I hide my body? My first kill, I already did it. Where do I put the body?
You should go to the police and tell them what you did, and maybe you'll get less years in prison.
Alright, little Tony, here's what you do. You take a bunch of tangerines
Alright.
and you cut into them, right?
Okay.
So you have the core. And then what you do is you chop up your victim into itsy bitsy little pieces and you put them inside the tangerines and then you feed them to pigs. Half of them to pigs, half of them to snakes. And then you take what's left over after a couple of days and dump that in the ocean somewhere. But you keep part of the meat to feed back to his parents.
That's brilliant.
Thank you. I used to be in the mafia.
Alright.
Calm down a little bit there, friendo. So, as the only one here, obviously, with any sort of knowledge of serial killers, by the way,
Say.
shut your mouth. You
Call
can
me
have
Jack the
your turn.
Ripper.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. His body is rotting. Tell me what's going on.
That's
What do I do?
irrelevant because all you need is acid, and if you want to pull a Jeffrey Dahmer and keep some body parts, all you need to do is keep them in the fridge, let them freeze over, and then if you're feeling kind of hungry, just get the heart, save the heart. It's
Piece de resistance?
pretty much. You take the heart and just a little salt, a little pepper, not too much seasoning because don't want to like
Overpower the heart
yes,
flavor.
very obvious. Alright, so what he did, he kept the skulls. So if you want to do that, you're going to have to boil the head for a few hours. But that'd be kind of weird because why do you need a skull?
Because it's fun to carve into.
Alas, poor Yurik. I know more.
Shut your mouth.
It's nothing to do with this. Continue.
And he also had very large vats of acid, and he would like cut up the bodies and keep the torso inside them. And it kind of smells, so maybe you want some Febreze.
That's what she
Thank you.
That's all you need.
This is he's got the best advice.
I do.
I really